Hello, amazing people. Welcome back to Tam Christy's channel. I'm so excited that you've come back to watch me. Thank you so much. So, today is going to be a brow tutorial, and I'm starting off with my Pond's Face Primer. Okay, so you need to prime your eyebrows just to make sure that they are locked up in place throughout the day. So, right now, I'm just blending the primer into her eyebrows. I'm just blending. You need to make sure that you blend properly so you don't have patches on your brows. So the next thing I'm going to do is to apply the LA Girl concealer in Toffee, and I just applied it on the brows, and very soon I'll be going in with my beauty blender to blend the brows to blend the concealer on the brows. Okay, so actually, you might be wondering, why all these steps? Well, you want your brows to look lighter. For me, basically, that's what I prefer. I prefer when my brows are looking lighter. They look a lot more natural and a lot more, giving the light vibes, if you understand. So, I was done blending in. So this is the Blossom Loose Setting Powder. I'm in love with this powder. Like ever since I bought it, it has been one of my favorite affordable setting powders. Trust me, this powder does a great job. So after applying the concealer, you want to make sure that you set it with a loose setting powder, okay? Anytime you apply concealer on any part of your face, please make sure that you set it with a loose setting powder. So we are off to the brows, we are done with all those prepping and everything. So I just use the spoolie to brush the brow hair upwards, and I applied a little bit of wax on the spoolie, and I'm still brushing it upwards. I just want the brows to look so nice, and this kind of helps to give you that natural finish that we are all aiming for. So for now, I'm still brushing just to make sure that everything looks well combed, well arranged, that sort of vibe. So I'm still brushing. Okay, so the next thing, I went in with an angle brush and the Haga and Esther brow gel in Toffee. So this is how the brow gel looks like. So I used the angle brush to apply the brow gel. I used it to outline my brows. Like ever since I learned this hack from Laifa Beauty, please, if you don't know her, go and check her out on Instagram, on YouTube. She is one of the biggest macro influencers over here in Nigeria, and she is doing a superb job. She also has a brow tutorial on her channel too. To also watch it so you can more things just learn more things basically. So ever since I learned this hack from her, like it has totally changed my brow game. Like outlining with a brow gel and going into fill with a pencil, I don't know, but it just takes your brows to a whole different level, trust me. So I'm still using the angle brush to draw out my outline. I just want to give the brows the shape I want it to have, and then I'm filling in the sparse areas towards the tail. If we notice, she doesn't really have much hairs there, so I'm just using the brow gel to fill it up, and just look at that natural finish. Like it's so natural. That's exactly what we are aiming for. You don't want your brows to look so okay. Everybody knows that you added something to it. So just look at the brows. Actually, you can actually conceal here, but Elizabeth does not hear what. She has to do more. So basically, I still went in very soon. You'll see what I'll do, because actually can stop here, but I still went in with my pencil, and that's the LVH pencil. I just went forward just to basically just add spice to the brows, because as I'm watching it now, I'm just wondering, like, I could have just concealed it like that. But well, depending on the look you're going for, actually, there's some looks that you want your brows to look all full and everything. There's some looks, for example, an everyday casual look. You can actually just outline with your brow gel, brush it with your wax, and conceal, and you're off. But just to make the brows pop out more, I just went in with the pencil. I filled in the sparse areas, just basically simply filling in. That's just basically what you want to do. You don't want to see any space in between your brows. It makes it look better, makes it look more natural, basically. So right now I'm just filling. And I still went ahead to brush the brow hairs with this spoolie. So next up, you want to highlight the brow bone. This is another game changer. Sometimes we use the light concealer from the beginning of the brows to the tail of the brows. And one thing I noticed about that technique is sometimes when you want to blend the contour at the beginning of the brows, it kind of makes it difficult because concealer is too light. So what I do nowadays is I only highlight the brow bone. I only use a light concealer on the brow bone. You just want to make that brow bone pop. That's the only place on your brows highlighting is actually meant to be done. You can do it, you can highlight everywhere just for your look, but actually I feel it's a lot more better when you highlight just your brow bone. So very soon I'm going to be taking a concealer that is very close to his skin shade, and I'm going to be using it to highlight the rest of under her brows. Okay, so you just go with, I'm still highlighting the brow bone. I just went I felt at this point I felt it wasn't popping as much as I wanted it to. So I think I went in again. Exactly. And before I even forget, the brows are already looking so beautiful now. Like, can you just see that? It's looking so natural and everything. Please, I just remembered something now. Please, do not manage your concealer. The concealer will still. Oh my god, I can't even say enough thank you to my mentor, the person I actually learned makeup from, Pages Glam. She's a Port Harcourt makeup artist, one of the biggest makeup artists in Port Harcourt. A very nice woman. I just remembered her. God bless you, ma, for your patience and everything in teaching us. Thank you so much, ma. Okay, so I was just saying something. I learned this from her. Do not manage your concealer. The concealer will still finish. Whether you like it or not, you will still buy another one, except you don't want to do makeup. So as much as possible, try to make sure that your makeup looks good. Like, don't be over managing and then now make the makeup will now look somehow. Please use enough concealer, because the more concealer you use, the more highlighted your brows actually become, especially when you're using Ellie Girl concealer, because that's the concealer I use for this brow. Just calm down and use enough concealer. I'm not saying you should waste your concealer, that's all I'm saying. But don't economize and then use very little concealer, because you're not going to get the desired outcome that we are actually going for. So I'm using a concealer shade closer to her skin tone. I'm just blending it basically. Just blending it, not really closer to her skin tone, yes, because I still wanted it to be highlighted, but it's a lot less light. Guys, I'm sorry, it's a lot less darker than the one I used for her brow bone. You can see how it's looking. I can see the gradients I formed. So I'm just going into blend. Like, once you start blending, you're going to see the dramatic what you've done actually. I just went in with my beauty blender, which is a staple for makeup, and I went and I was blending. I noticed some harsh lines up because I also highlighted the top of her brows with her foundation shade. So I noticed some harsh lines, and I went in with my angle brush to clear those things, because one thing you do not want in your makeup is harsh lines. Trust me, as a makeup artist, or even if you're just doing makeup on yourself, harsh lines are your enemies. Anytime you see a harsh line, make sure you destroy the harsh line basically. Destroy the harsh. Make sure you do not have any harsh line in your face. Now, another thing, another tip and trick is, after using your concealer, please do not forget to set with powder. Do not forget to set your concealers with powder. That way you get this airbrushed finish. This, can you just see how the brows are looking like? Brows are looking like a snack. Trust me. You want to make sure that you set your brows with powder. You don't want your concealers to just, because trust me, if you don't set it with powder, I've been there before. It doesn't look nice after 3 hours. Okay, sometimes it does, but I just feel to be on the safer side, just set it with powder. And I'm done with this video. Thank you so much if you've watched till this end. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. I love you all.